it always comes down to time. That's always the way that I thought about it, right? It always comes down to time wasted and how little we want to waste that time. Because when you're dating and you're not each other's like boyfriend and girlfriend, it's really rude to like purposefully waste another person's time because you can't make up your goddamn mind, you know? Freaking Matthew wouldn't stand for that shit, right, Matt?
Don't stand for nothing. What's going on?
You jerking off? A girl is making him put in more effort or feel like he's putting in more effort than her.
No, she has to meet me halfway always. Has to.
Yeah, well, that's one thing that I've put down already, and I do feel that I'm probably doing over 50%, so I think that's probably me.
I measure it by investment because I write well, you guys already know, I write huge responses, even in text, because I use speech to text. So she might be writing like just a couple lines where I'm writing giant paragraphs. But if she is as invested in the conversation as I am, like I'm not measuring, like that's what I'm looking. I'm looking for that energetic feeling. Like if you're feeling like you're putting in more effort than she is, you're probably correct. And if that's an uncomfortable feeling, then trust those feelings, because an ideal situation, a woman that is worth forsaking other women so you can just date her, girlfriend material, should not be starting off on this foot. This is a sign that it's probably not great, you know? Because every one of my relationships where I could have married that woman or stayed with her for a very long amount of time, for years or something like that, it was gangbusters and smooth from the word go. All different people do all different kinds of things, and they do it for all different kinds of reasons. And the person who reacts the way that you want them to is out there, right? And it's the scarcity mentality that lets us go, well, you know, I'm 10% pissed off whenever I'm around her, but 90% is pretty good, right? Like, no, that's basically a slow ride to a long death. And I can speak from a long sexless death. If I were you in this situation, I would try again for the Zoom call. And if it didn't just happen, nice, cut and dry, straightforward, I would let her go.
Yeah. I think I'm moving in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, you check your feelings. You might not even have to give her another chance. That's one of the things that Sasha talks about all the time, right? Is getting in tune with your own gut feelings and trusting them more. And one of the things when I was growing up is like some people called me arrogant because I was able to read people's vibes very quickly. I would be like, yeah, I don't want to hang out with that guy. And they'd be like, why? He hasn't done anything. And I'm like, yeah, he's not. It's not going to be good. And they were like, you're just stuck up or whatever. And then wait 3 months to 3 years, and I get proven right. So like I remember halfway through college, I was like, no, ignore other people calling you arrogant. Trust your fucking instincts about people because you haven't been wrong before. And there's something to be said when it comes to choosing a dating partner where you really shouldn't be letting anything outside of you affect that decision, because you're the only, you're trying to please yourself. You're not trying to please anyone. The more you try to please other people, the less you're going to pick the right person. I really do feel if you have a problem with someone for any fucking reason whatsoever, that is valid when it comes to dating, right? It's not like they're a coworker where you have to make nice and find common ground so you don't fight each other at work or anything. It's not like it's a family member where you can't choose your blood and, you're going to be seeing them the rest of your life. No, this is a completely optional invitation into your life. You can be as strict about who you invite in as you like, and you should be. If you wouldn't treat yourself that way, dump her. It's as simple as that. I think that's the rule of thumb that I follow. I say to myself, well, I'm able to do this thing. I'm able to respond and tell you I'm not gonna make it, or I can call you back after or something like that. Like, I'm capable of doing that. If you're not capable of doing that, or you're choosing not to, this is a mismatch, So like, well, that's one of my things about flaky girls is, text her once, no reply, wait 24 hours. Text her second time, no reply, wait 48 hours. And then at that point, like I usually say, then send a breakup text, but I don't even do that anymore, because if I've texted you twice and you don't respond to me at all, you're either not interested or you're so much of a flake that this is just the beginning of our issues, And then similarly on the other side, no one actually has ever given me shit for for being a few minutes late to a date or something like that. But if that were to happen, even though I am technically in the wrong, I would be like, we're not a match. Let's call it right now. Because I'm not going to stop being late.
Well, I think the fact that she's older than than I really wanted to. Yeah, she's older than I wanted.
I don't think that's the reason. You're looking for extra reasons so you can find more justification. Hey, she didn't fucking treat you the way you wanted to be treated. It's as simple as that. You don't need to justify it further. You had some sort of you had some plans, and it wasn't so much that she missed the plan. It was that she didn't even respond until the next day, and then she acted like nothing fucking happened. Like you strike me as a person who wouldn't do that. Like if you missed the thing, you'd at least text them back and say, "Oh, it's too late now. Sorry I missed you, but it's too late now. Let's try this again tomorrow." Like you would have some follow-up. That's why you're upset. So she's not behaving in a compatible way with what she would like, and that's plenty of reason right there.